Hey everyone, it's Steven from Tostemac here. I wanted to take some time to make this video for today because upon this video's release, of course, tomorrow will be my 27th birthday. And I couldn't help but notice that I've been having a terrible track record of having these serious or emotional videos whenever my birthday comes around because I don't really like birthdays that much. I like the parties, but I don't like the birthdays in general. So I wanted to change things up a bit this time. Instead, I want to do a special video known as 27 Things I've Learned in 27 Years. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and yeah, here we go. Ah! Where am I? What's my purpose in life? What's this? Who are you? Okay, we're not really gonna do the video like that. So here we go, for real this time, the 27 things I've learned in 27 years. Number 1, emotions are contagious. Much like a yawn is contagious. When one person does it, all the other people around them do it. When you have a positive attitude, the people around you can feel it and can't help but have that positive attitude. On the other hand, when you have a negative attitude, other people are gonna react like that. So you gotta be mindful of what emotion you give off to other people. Number 2, respect is something that is earned, not given. A concept that a lot of people seem to forget. A lot of people feel like they're entitled to the respect, or people should just give them respect for whatever reason, whatever. But the thing about respect is that it's a two-way street, not just one. You treat them nice, they treat you nice. That's how it goes. So if you want respect, treat other people with respect first. Number 3, everyone is different. This is humanity's best, and some might argue worst trait. Everyone is different. Everyone is unique. No two people are ever exactly the same. So we can choose between doing good things or doing bad things, doing smart things or doing stupid things. Whatever we want, we have the power to choose, and ultimately those choices shape who we are. So everyone is different, some are good, some are bad, then that's part of life, just have fun with it. Number 4, the middle child in the family always has it the hardest out of them all. Oh, you think you eldest siblings ought to constantly worry about your younger siblings, or the youngest siblings having to look up to the elder ones. You think you guys have it tough? How about being the monkey in the middle, having to deal with both sides of the rainbow, taking all the heat from the parents just to cover your siblings? Why don't you walk a mile in my shoes, then talk to me about which sibling has it tough, huh? Number 5, creating new stuff is a lot of fun. And this isn't just me speaking as an artist and whatnot. Ever since I was a little kid, I just loved making things. Whether it be just like finger painting on a paper plate or building Legos and even taking pictures when I was little. Whatever it was, as long as I was making something, there's just this special joy of taking all the little stuff around you and making it into this huge masterpiece and knowing that you were the one that created it. And it's always been a good vibe for me. I always feel like I'm in the zone. I feel like I'm in nirvana whenever I'm creating stuff. And even more so as an artist. Like sometimes I take a look at a video or a work of art I did, I'm like, did I really make that? Did I really make that? Number 6, teamwork makes the dream work. I know, we've heard this phrase hundreds of times before, but that doesn't make it any less true. There are many obstacles in life that you just can't get through on your own, that you need other people to get you to that point. Whether you want to be a big YouTuber or maybe some other celebrity, or maybe you want to manage your position in a company that you really like, you're not going to be able to get there on your own. In this time and age, it's not really what you know, but a bit more about who you know. It's the other people around you that are going to help you get to that point. So my advice for climbing up the ladder, for getting to where you want to be, talk to people. Get to know them better. Let them know who you are and as long as you're willing to help them out, they will help you out. So if you want to get up to that spot, feel free to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help or having someone else pitch in to assist you in something. Number 7, family is important, especially to me. And it doesn't even have to be a biological family. It could be very close friends and whatnot. Like whenever we have a big gathering, like Thanksgiving or some other birthday celebration, we always invited some people we call rent-a-brothers, so people who weren't related to us but very close friends of ours that were in Boy Scouts. And then I had some friends I've had ever since high school who I've become really close with over the years, and we always brought them along because we feel like they're more than just friends, and those kind of bonds can become inseparable over time. Like you can't imagine them just as friends, but rather like your brother or sister from another mother. So family is everything, guys, and family is the best kind of support you could ever have. Number 8, don't let problems fester. Whether it be a small problem like the dishes need to be done or the trash needs to be taken out or you gotta clean up your room, or maybe a bigger issue where there seems like some sort of conflict between 2 classmates or 2 co-workers. Don't let it fester, fix it right away, because the longer you let that problem last, the worse and worse it's gonna get. Like if you don't take the trash out, there's gonna be this reeking stench there on, like, it goes all the way up to your bedroom, like, oh God. And then the dishes pile up, like, oh wait, where are the clean utensils? Oh wait, there they are, and they're not clean. Or even worse, like if a fight breaks out at school or work and whatnot, it could have been avoided if the problem was taken care of sooner. So if you see a problem, don't wait, fix it. Number 9, traveling can be very enlightening. This is something I've learned during both my times as a former school photographer, but also my time as a freelance photographer with the Umbrella Syndicate. Whenever I got to travel to new places and new events, I was always delighted and treated to see these new kinds of landscapes, different kinds of cultures, different kinds of people, seeing what they do on a regular basis and being filled with awe and curiosity, having so many questions and so many new things to explore. And at times, it can give you a better appreciation for the stuff that you have, because not everybody has the good stuff that you do. So I would highly recommend you guys travel at least once in your lives to see that there's more to the world than just your backyard. Number 10, appearances can be deceiving. How many times have you heard this story? Like a bunch of kids at school look at this nerd like, oh, what a loser, he's not gonna get far. Then later on, he's the president or manager of this huge company telling all those kids, ha, in your face. Or a real life example, me. I can't tell you how many times I've been told, wait, you have autism? You don't really look like someone who has autism. That's because I've been trained to be social like you neurotypicals out there. So if you think that someone is not really doing that good or you get a bad vibe from someone, don't take that initial thought for granted. There's more to a person than meets the eye. Number 11. Different isn't always bad, and I mean this in more than one context. First one is, just because you're born differently, either as a neurotypical or someone with a disability, that doesn't make you any less significant than the person sitting right next to you. You were born with your own unique gift that no one else has, and once you realize that gift and bring it out to its full potential, you're gonna go places. I guarantee it. And another context is maybe trying new foods or going to new places. Yes, it may be scary at first because there's always the unknown factor, but once you actually give it a shot, you'll be amazed about what could possibly happen. Number 12, no one can define you but you. I know we've heard all these phrases like, you should do this, or you should listen to that. Why do you dress like this? You should be more like that. Here's the thing. No one can judge you truly but you. The kids you sit with in the classroom, or the people you deal with at work, They don't know you for who you really are, so how can they possibly tell you what you should or should not do? I mean, yeah, you might want to listen to members of your family, but ultimately, the choice is all up to you. We only have one life to live, one story to tell. It's up to you to decide what story it is. Number 13, surprise! Nobody is perfect. You think the celebrities never made a mistake? You think that mom and dad never made a mistake? No, everybody's made a mistake. And the idea of something being perfect is like the idea of no more room for improvement or no more creativity or imagination. Perfection is nothing more than a dead end, guys. It's not really worth it. Number 14, growing up sucks. I mean, when I was a kid, I had it made. I didn't have to worry about a darn thing. I always had someone taking me places. Everything was all set out for me. But now that I'm like an adult, I gotta drive myself. I have to worry about bills and arriving on time for work, having to put up with other people's attitudes. And then, oh yeah, I have to transport other people now. Yeah. All the little kids in the audience, appreciate what you have because you're not always going to have it. Number 15, mom and dad can actually be right. Sometimes. I know that mom and dad aren't always going to understand your situation because of the generation gap. They haven't lived in your generation the way that you did. So obviously there's going to be some context that they might miss. But believe it or not, they do have some kernels of truth to share, and it's very important for you to listen. Like, there were many advices that my dad gave me and I didn't listen, and ultimately not listening to those hints kind of made my life a little bit harder. I mean, I'm still getting through just fine, but if I had listened to him more, perhaps I would have been better off and not have made so many mistakes that I made before. Wait a minute. He's not listening right now, is he? Good. The last thing I need to hear Dad say is, I told you so. Ugh. Number 16, be mindful of what you say, especially in this day and age where we're connected in more ways than ever before, and we're also a lot more aware and a lot more sensitive about certain subjects. I actually talked about this on my autism vlog about comedy, where I was talking about several people who were being careless about what they said and it ruined their entire careers because of it. So when you're going on the world talking about certain things, just remember, anything you say can and probably will be used against you. Number 17, tricycles are evil. Enough said. Number 18, don't believe everything on TV, especially if it's like a drama show or even the news sometimes. Yeah, they may have some kernels of truth here and there, but more times than not, they tend to blow things out of proportion, like they do with The Good Doctor and Sean Murphy's acting. Or even with the news, like a lot of people not trusting certain news stations anymore. So if you hear a story from those or watch some drama show, just remember, it's not entirely true. Which leads us to number 19. There's always more than one story, much like there's two sides of a coin or two opposing ends of a chessboard. There's always more than one story to take into consideration. Like if you see a crime happen or some other thing you've heard on the news, you might want to ask yourself this. What else happened during that scene? What are some of the other perspectives that may have seen things differently than what you've been presented? So if you hear about a story, just remember, that's not the only story being told. Number 20, never assume anything. It's something they teach you in science class and it's just as relevant in real life. For those who are saying, I've never heard that phrase in my science class before, what were you doing? Taking a nap? That's a vital life lesson. Why? I'll tell you why. Because you can make all the plans in the world, but life doesn't work that way. It doesn't cater to your needs. Life is gonna do whatever it wants to do, and if it means putting a huge hole in your plan, then so be it. No plan survives contact with reality. If you think that this is gonna happen a certain way because that's how life's gonna go, you better think again. Which leads to my next point, number 21. Always have a backup plan in case life tends to mess with your plan. I can't tell you how many times I had to alter my plans or alter like a video uploading or video editing time just because some unknown factor happened. It's annoying, it's aggravating, but if you have a backup plan, you'll at least save yourself a whole lot of frustration down the road. Number 22. When you make a mistake, don't dwell on it. Just accept that it happened and move on. I know it may be harder for some than others. Like, it was very hard for me at first when I first started out in the working field. But my old boss said, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, as I mentioned before. But when you make a mistake, it's important not to dwell on it. It's kind of hard to look towards the future when you're looking at the rear view mirror. So if you made a mistake, acknowledge that it happened, learn from it, and just move on. Number 23. Passion changes everything. It's the difference between looking at work as something you love doing and maybe even not work, or looking at work as like a means to an end just to pay the bills. It's the difference between, ooh, I'm so excited about this, I love working on this, and when it's done, what's next? Or maybe something like, I just want to get this over with. Good, I'm done. I'm gonna play some video games and take a nap. When you're passionate about something you're working on, you're willing to put that extra initiative, the extra mile to make sure that the project gets done in the best way you could possibly make it, rather than just doing a homework assignment just for the sake of fulfilling a homework assignment. Number 24. Making a living on what you love is not always easy. For some, it may be less challenging than others, depending on what field you're going into. Of course, me being an artist, it's very, very difficult. But my dad always emphasized on find what you love doing and learn how to make a living out of it. Because those are the people that are the most successful, that find the most enjoyment out of their lives, where they don't do their work just for the sake of paying bills. They do it because it's their livelihood. It's something that they love doing. Kind of like Carlos Bakery with the Cake Boss. He loves doing that. He's so passionate about it. Like when you watch some episodes of the Cake Boss, you know that he's very passionate. He's into his work. So when you find that special talent of what you love doing, and if there are opportunities for you to make it into something big, take it and hold on for the ride. Number 25. Nothing lasts forever. Whether it be your favorite TV show, or maybe your favorite work spot, or maybe your favorite playground to play in, nothing lasts forever. Just as everything has a beginning, everything also has an end. It's the idea of something lasting forever is a comfort that we all want in our lives, but ultimately, it's something we can never afford. Number 26. When one door closes, another one opens. This is especially true for those that are transitioning between jobs or moving to different places, or God forbid, get fired. Just when things seem to get so bad, just remember, it's not the end of the world. Things will get better. You just gotta keep moving forward. And sometimes when you open new doors, go into new opportunities, they may launch you into places you couldn't even imagine before, and you'll be better off for it. So no matter how bad things get, don't give up. Keep moving forward. And finally, number 27, YouTube is awesome. I can't tell you how many amazing people that I have met over the almost 3 years that I've been doing this YouTube channel. It's not just people I collaborated with, but those people I've collaborated with have become really near and dear friends of mine. I speak with them on Facebook on a regular basis. In fact, I need to get in touch with a couple of them so I can play video games with them again. And the amount of love and support I've been getting from you guys, the audience, has been wonderful. You guys are the reason that I'm able to grow Tostemac this much and still do this. And in all honesty, YouTube is, I feel like it's an amazing outlet for me. Like my escape from reality, where I can be more than just a cashier at a retail store, but rather an educator, a speaker for other people within or outside the autism community. I've been given this amazing opportunity to be more than just what I am in the work zone, where I can be more than just someone sitting at the house and playing games. And I have you guys to thank for it, and I can't thank you enough. So that's it for this video. Happy birthday to me. Thank you so much for all your love and support for almost 3 years now. And especially thank you to those who've actually watched this entire video. I know it's longer than usual, but hey, it's my birthday. I'll do what I want, darn it. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Tostemac to stay up to date on the latest vlogs. You know, a little birthday gift to me. Just not that big a deal. Also, don't forget to hit the bell. That's how you stay up to date. And feel free to join in on the comments section below. We always love having conversations. So thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, see you later.